Do you feel like you've lost the meaning in your art? Well, I'll do my best to help you find it again. First of all, I think you should put all the artworks you have done in the last couple years together. You should put them in a place where you can look at all of them at the same time, whether it be like you create a file on some drawing app or just putting it all together in a place in your computer or something like that, or your phone. Now, look at all of them and see which ones you truly loved making, and that when you look at them, you see your happiness, you see your love for art. That's the kind of art you need to keep making. Now, let's try to understand why you like these specific artworks so much. What's the reason behind this love that you have for these artworks? Reminder that what you love is very different from what other people love. For some people, that will be fan art. For others, original characters. And maybe even landscapes, and maybe pets like cats and dogs, or maybe snakes. Maybe you love drawing snakes, that sounds awesome. Just because a majority of artists you know love and find the most meaning and love from original characters doesn't mean that that's your source as well. Personally, I find that most of my friends find their love for art in drawing their favorite characters, comics about their favorite characters that they have created all by themselves. Personally, that's not the case for me. I found the most joy in making fan art on my current hyperfixations. That's what makes me truly happy. All my favorite pieces are fan art. One of them is this Barbie illustration, the other is this Patroclus illustration, the other is this book cover that I made for a fanfic that I really loved. And drawing the things that I love like this are the things that give me most joy. Now, another way to find meaning in your art is also to try and reconnect with the reason you started making art. Honestly, this one is a little bit hard for me because in the beginning I was an art enthusiast, but around like 2016, 2017, I hyperfixated on Ladle Mix and I watched and consumed all kinds of content related to them. Videos on YouTube, videos of their performances, interviews they were giving, and eventually that became also art from fan artists on Instagram. And there was this one artist in specific that I absolutely loved. And I remember them getting noticed by Little Mix a bunch of times. And then I decided that I too wanted to start making art so I could be noticed by my favorite artists one day too. I do not relate to that anymore, but I find it that a lot of people relate to the reason they started making art to begin with, which is, oh, because it after like a tough day or a stressful day at work or at school, doing art was what made me relax. Most artists I see and know have started making art because they loved it. But I think that just loving it is not reason enough. You need to find a reason why you loved making it. I know that for some people that is sharing your art with your friends and with your family. For others, art is a way to unwind from something stressful. For example, from a tough or a stressful situation, you can do art to unwind after a stressful day at work or a stressful day at school or something like that. You come back home and you put some headphones in your ears and you just draw. That can feel therapeutic. It's like therapy. But yeah, just remember that your interests change through time, and that maybe the reason you started making art is not the reason you make art anymore, and that's okay. Just make sure you continue to make art you love and that inspires you. Right now, for me, that is not only drawing fan art of the things I'm currently hyper fixated by, but also drawing things that make me happy. And with that, I mean mostly queer people who are in love. I absolutely love drawing couples. I found out that, like, in the last year, I have drawn like 4 or 5 couple illustrations, and I love it so much. It's one of my favorite things. I didn't know it until I recorded this video. And those things make me so happy. You have no idea, so please find what makes you happy as well. That is all for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you are interested in checking out my art, or my shop, or my commissions, please check the link in the description. Thank you so much, and bye.